I wanted to take a minute and demonstrate a couple skills needed to give your dog insulin. The first one is how to draw insulin up in a syringe. This is typically a pretty easy process, and there are some tricks that make it even easier for you. So this is the syringe, and you'll notice there's two caps. The bottom cap you can just take off and discard because you don't need that anymore. The second cap is on top, and you take it off, and you can also discard of that. Just be careful now because the needle is exposed. So one thing to do to make drawing up any liquid, especially insulin, easier is to draw past the level of insulin needed with air. So for instance, Still will get 7.5 units of insulin at every mealtime. When I'm drawing up his insulin, I pull the stopper down of the syringe to 10 units. That makes 10 units of air in the syringe. Then, when I turn it upside down and insert it vertically into the rubber stopper, I push the air into the vial, and that way the insulin will come out very easily when I draw it out. So now when I turn it upside down, I can very easily draw out 7.5 units of insulin without any extra air bubbles. All right, so next I'm going to demonstrate how you can practice giving a shot. This is great if you feel like you need a little bit more practice, or if you're teaching someone else to give a shot who's going to be taking care of your dog. So first I want to say that the syringe I use to practice with or teach other people to practice with, I don't want to ever use this for Stillwell after I open up the needle because it's not sterile anymore. So I know that I'm going to be discarding this needle after I practice. The next thing is a sponge is a very good surface to practice on. You want to make sure that you get a sponge with very tight pores because that mimics the skin very well. On this sponge, I got it at a store where everything in it's in $1, and you can see one side is very loose pores, the other side are very tight pores. This is the best side because again, it does mimic the skin well. So if I'm going to practice or teach someone how to give a shot, I'm first going to take my syringe, take off the bottom cap, set that aside, take off the top cap, and set that aside. Now I just want to make sure that you understand the needle is exposed, so you want to be extra careful, and if you're teaching someone, they should be extra careful at this point too. It's good to draw up the amount of insulin that your dog needs, so Stillwell needs 7.5 units. I'm then going to invert the needle because I'm going to go straight up and down at a 90-degree angle vertically into the sponge, which you will also do in the skin. I'm going to pinch the sponge like I would the skin, and I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to insert the air, which in real life that would be the insulin, and count 1, 2, 3. I then take the needle out and I'll discard of it into the sharps container. So let's do that again. Here's my needle. I'm going to draw it up to 7.5 units, which is how much insulin Stillwell will need. I'm going to turn it upside down, pinch the sponge like I would his skin, insert it straight, count 1, 2, 3, and then release it and let it go. Then I'm going to discard this into the sharps container when I'm done.
Thanks for watching. If you want more information on dog diabetes or the printable recipes and worksheets that accompany the videos, then be sure to check out ShoogyPups.com. Take care.